hello. Although I realized I didn't do this scene. I just skipped straight ahead. Ta-da! Okay, now we're here. Like magic! Hi, everyone. All right, let's go ahead and let's see. Am I too loud? I feel like I might be a little too loud. We're gonna pop that up there. Here we go, and turn this down just a smidge. Just a smidge. There we go. Is that better? Not too loud? If it's too loud, let me know. Okay, Kenny. Hello, Kenny and Tammy and Evelyn. Hello, 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 everyone. Alex, hello. Let's see. Hello, Sarah. Ev, you don't have to do that. You are so sweet. Hi, Steve. Allie. Hey, Emily. I'm so excited to start a new page. I'm ready to party. Allie, I love it. You're officially like my hype person. My hype person. Let's see. Oh, he's sending you something awesome. Hi, Aspie. Hello, Michelle. Yes, Boo and Hiss on Texas, but they're done now, so we're all good. Let's see. Oop, it hopped down. Let's see. Ah, that works, Alex. Is watching, dealing with, okay. Hi, Sarah. I can't hear the music under your voice. Is it gone? I might have turned it down too low. I can never remember where to put it. There you go. That should be better now. Hi, Mona. Hi, Rindy. Hi, Angela. Hi, Allie. Okay, I'm going to turn on my fan real quick. I always... Oh, Evelyn. Okay. Fan is on. Okay, so I hummed and hawed about what we should... Hi, Momo. Hi, Michelle. I hummed and hawed about what we should color tonight. You don't hear any music? Turn it up a little bit. The thing of it is some music is quieter, some music is louder, and so sometimes when you get a louder song, all of a sudden it's too loud. So I'll leave it there and you can let me know. You hear it now? Okay, perfect. Anyway, I hummed and hawed over what to do, and my kiddos helped me pick one, and hi, Sarah! Am I deaf? I don't know. Sometimes it's easier to hear if you have headphones on, but I specifically have it kind of quiet, only because you'll only really hear it when I stop talking and something to kind of, so it's not just like dead airspace. So if I'm talking, you might not be able to hear it as well. But this song that's on right now, it's like a lower beat here. I'm gonna be quiet here for a second. You can hear what I'm talking about. So like this is a lower one. So you can see it's got kind of a lo-fi beat to it. So, but there's louder ones as it goes on. Anyway, I'm just sticking with Johanna because I love Johanna, and the kids helped me pick out a page. So, yeah. Besides, it's National Women's Day, so why not color a page by a woman? Actually, it's absolutely adorable. My son heard me telling Steve that today was International Women's Day, and he looked up from what he was doing. I love there's no dead air. Such a nice touch. The stream makes it comfy cozy. That's what I was thinking. I told him that it was National Women's Day, and he looked up from what he was doing. Keep in mind, you know, he's young, and he's just like, oh, why isn't there a National Boys Day? Hi, Tracy. Hi, Tammy. Oh, awesome. Hi, Kenny. Wait, Kenny, did I say hi to you already? If I didn't, I'm sorry. I'm talking to you, but I can't remember if I said hi. But then I explained to him, I took it as a learning moment, and I explained to him, why is it? It's Trevor! Hi, Mary! Yes, I'm Trevor. Is Tanya here? Is Tanya here? So I explained to him, in terms, right, Allie? In terms that he could understand, we talked a little bit about, how, I really broke it down simple, because again, he's young, I told him, it started, a long time ago, where it wasn't as easy for women, where the only job a woman had was to get married and have kids, and sometimes she couldn't even choose who she married, and later on women weren't allowed to vote. Like I said, I simplified it significantly, and then I explained to him, I was like, things are much better now, but even now a lot of times if a man and a woman has the exact same job, a man will get paid more. And he just looked at me and he set down his marker and he went, oh! I'm like, I know. So he agreed that women should have an International Women's Day. For anybody listening, I never say their age, but he's young enough that he is innocent to what goes on in the world. So that was a pretty appropriate reaction for his age range. So a tiny male person is outraged and says that we deserve a day. Like I said, I broke it down in probably the simplest terms. If anybody's wondering, hi Tanya! If anybody's wondering what Tammy was talking about, this is the finished picture. I gave, actually just you guys got to see a little preview of this page last stream. Look that you colored in last week just came today. Oh, awesome, Sherry, I'm so glad. So we were colored in this a little bit after Steve was done doing his blindfold stream. But if you want to color this page, you can find it on my website. The download is for free. No catches or anything, but I wanted to share it with you guys. I wasn't going to charge for it because they're Johanna's designs, but this was my interpretation of a page inspired by How to Draw Inky Wonderlands and her new book coming out, Worlds of Wonder. Awesome, Angela. Just go to, if you're watching afterwards, just go ahead and go to emilyillustrator.com and navigate to the download section, or you can type in emilyillustrator.com/downloads. Or if you're in chat, all you have to do is type !website and Nightbot will bring up the link for it. Thank you, Alex. Yes, I was very, very pleased with it. Thank you, Rindy. Hi, Rhea. Sounds good. But yeah, I was, the response for this was overwhelming. It was very flattering, so thank you. Of course, yeah, Alex, yeah, they're free. So download as many people. I was reading what Mary said, where she said, I hope I didn't miss any of you lovely people. You can't download people. Download and print it as many balloons as you like. It is free. It is whatever you want. Make a collage out of it, you know? But yeah, so that's there if you guys want it. But yeah, so we were flipping through World of Flowers, like, can I make coffee for me and my kids? Oh, of course. Yeah. When something especially is for free, like, print and download it as many as you want. There isn't a limit to it by any means. Oh, awesome, Tammy. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it, Sherry. You can't download people yet. Right? Okay, so I pulled this page out of World of Flowers. I don't know that it has a name to the general public yet, but I really liked that there was like little ribbon and scissors in this little box. So we are gonna start, hi Mandy. We are gonna start on this page, and surprise, surprise, I'm gonna use Ergosofts because what's me coloring a Johanna page without Ergosofts? Ooh, family project, there you go. All right, so I want to start here because I think this little radio is adorable. Looks like we've got a little like to-do calendar here, and then we've got some crafty boxes, got a little floral. So we're going to start with this square, and then we'll do another one. I would love to see a page with the frog. The frog is, oh, for the sticker. Yeah, let's see, do I have that out here? No, I think I've got it put away, but yeah, the frog was just sort of a little one. I think I drew it specifically for a sticker. Sometimes it's nice, Sherry, even though it's busy. So rather than looking at the picture as a whole, don't look at all of it. Instead, just look at one thing. Oh, Michelle, thank you. Allie, she's talking about the Australian tree frog sticker that is in the Etsy store. Just type in !Etsy for those of you who don't know. And yeah, there's a little Australian tree frog sticker. But yeah, don't look at it as a whole. Look at it as just one section. Like zoom in and be like, all right, there's this box. I'm gonna get this box. When this box is done, move on to another box. Say this one, nice and small. When that one's done, just do this. So try not to think. You can get pretty overwhelmed if you look at it. Yes, can we get some hypes in chat for Michelle? Michelle, thank you so much. You are so sweet. Sorry, my brain is a million places at once. There we go. Get some hype emotes and ! Hype. Thank you so much, Michelle. But yeah, so try not to get overwhelmed and just, wait, what did Mary say? Dean would come in handy for projects? Wait, Dean who? Oh, Dean from Gilmore Girls and Dean from, what's that show? Supernatural. Yeah, it's a little frog. Okay, so let us start. Like I said, we're gonna be using our Staedtler Ergosofts, and this radio, I feel like it needs to be red. I look at the radio and I see red. Supernatural, yeah, there we go. All right, so a lot of my numbers are worn down. I don't recall what this number is. It's pretty small. Actually, let me grab the other tin here, and I can tell you what this number is. Hang on. This is number 23. Look, see, here's a whole one. Dean, the hulky tiny one. There you go. I try not to switch to the full-size pencil until I've completely used up the other pencil. I mean, these pencils, I don't go through them too often. They last quite a while. All right, so we're gonna start with that red here. How was everybody's weekend? Ours was pretty busy, but good. Like Steve said, got taxes done. Now, if we're talking Gilmore Girls, because the same guy, well, not the same guy, one of the brothers is in Gilmore Girls, and his name is Dean, so I always associate those two. I am not Team Dean on Gilmore Girls. I am Team Jess all the way. Which pencil extender fits the Ergosoft? So I have two different kinds of pencil extenders. This was the first one that I bought, and ignore the fact that my pencil looks grubby. It's got a soft coating on the outside, which I actually love, but over the years it gets a little grubby. Look, it's teeny tiny. I use, let's see. Yeah, here you go. Okay, so these are the three. He is over 6 feet. I need to get a magnetic whiteboard for my home so I can put sticker magnets. Oh, that could be fun. Sam is Dean in Gilmore Girls. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. So this was the first pencil extender that I bought, and I just got this at Hobby Lobby. The brand is Generals. You could probably find it. So that was a fun Sunday. Oh, nice. I think it's pretty inexpensive, but this is the one I generally use because it's easier. However, it does these other two. It came in a 2-pack as the Derwent. One is slightly larger than the other. The black one, twist up, and then I pop it in like so, and then I put it in. So they both fit. I think I usually use the wood one just because it's quicker, and I save this one for like my other pencils. Like this fits a, the larger one fits the Lumi short ones, which I shorten those Lumis pretty quick, so. Yes, it comes apart. Yeah, you can twist it all the way off. I think I don't generally just because I don't want to deal with it, but yeah, it does come all the way apart. And the idea behind it is you see how it's got these 4 slits, is that as it tightens, the slits come together and tighten around the pencil. So that's how that works. There you go. Yeah, for sure, Crystal. Yeah, the silver one comes apart too. They both do. Same thing. The 4 corners. There we go. But yeah, for the Ergosofts, plus for the roll-up that I keep these in, which is this, and this came from, she doesn't actually make pencil roll-ups as often. She sometimes has 1 or 2. She makes book covers more than anything else now, but this pencil wrap came from A Hum for Hope on Etsy. I don't know if I have a command for her. Hum for Hope. That is her name. Oh, it holds your blender. Yes, yes, I will put my blenders in there as well. But this came from her Etsy store, and I like using this one in here because it fits these really well. But these are just a little bit bigger and stretch the elastic a little bit more, so they're a little bit harder to fit. So I just usually keep this wood one in the roll-up, and this is where I keep my Ergosofts. You can see I've got a few of the same color, little teeny tiny nibs. But yeah, this is where I keep my Ergosofts. And then I switch out as needed when I run out of a color. Okay, let's zoom back in. Oh, look at that, it's all nice and blurry. That's nice. There we go. My March Palpable box came with 4 Posca paint markers and also 2 Posca pastel pencils. The pencils are very thin. I think I heard that they make pencils. I just hadn't tried them. Turn that. I feel like it's a little bright. No, that's about right. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, Mondays are always pretty busy days. I had a day full of meetings, but you know, it's a good kind of busy. Excuse all the turning here. I'm not sure how many sessions we'll get this done. We should have some special mail come, hopefully, fingers crossed, in about a week-ish, maybe a week and a half. Really excited for that. So we'll probably work on this until that arrives. Music is too loud now? Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, some songs are louder than others. There we go. That should be a little bit. So if it's ever too loud, like just like Mandy just did, let me know. Because I can't actually hear what you guys hear. I go based off of a slider bar in my OBS. And I adjust accordingly. Is it the new Johanna book? I don't know. I don't know. Hey, look, red. It's a radio. Look at that. How about them Niners? I like the wood pencil extender. Some metals give me the creeps. What brand is it? The brand is Generals. I got it at Hobby Lobby, but you can probably find it on Amazon. Just realized Steve made me tea and I haven't even taken a sip yet. There we go. What? I never said that. I never said that. You're putting words in my mouth, Missy. I never said that. Never, never. Nothing? Hey, look, a red pencil. They're white charcoal. Oh, okay. I could never get the hang of the white charcoal, to be honest. I think I have some. But, yeah. I get the hang of it. A little red, a little bit of red here. I will say, though, if in the event that happens, I'd usually... I am usually not the first one for that to arrive, just because it has to cross the pond. I just opened my World of Flowers book and I started this page, one of my million whips. Well, now would be a good time to break it out and finish it. All right, we're gonna switch over to 25. He is the model for the perfect husband. I'm rather fond of him. All right, 25. He takes pretty darn good care of us. Definitely need to add some contrasting color on here just a little bit. Hang on, this needs to be on live chat. There we go. Started one today too. What a coincidence. Nice. All right, let's grab this one here. And it is going to be number 5. I feel like we could get a little bit closer on this. Let's do that. Right, Mary? It just seems so classic. There we go. All right, now we're gonna use number 5. Got pink and purple one. Nice. Yeah. He's pretty good. All right, we're gonna put a little bit of this green on the left side. We're gonna go back over with the red here in a minute. And we're gonna turn this. There. Okay. We're gonna pop out number 25 here. And we're gonna put that darker red back in. Okay. And we're gonna do that red over the green. And it's not anything too complicated, just enough so that you have kind of a pop and a balance of color. I love to hear one of Steve's stories. I think Steve is out, he's watching, but he's also hanging out with some buddies tonight. Well, not in real life, but online. He has a play date with his friends. Hi, Kim. No, Kim, I have not yet. This is World of Flowers. Okay. I'm trying to think. Let's see. Yep, complementary colors. You are right, Allie. All right. We are going to use our black number 9. So I've been re-watching Rain lately, and I think it's originally a CW show, and I've been trying to appreciate it just as a show and not necessarily as historically accurate. But I think I can get past the music. I can get past like the inaccurate music. I can get past the inaccurate dresses. But what I cannot get past is that I get why Mary Queen of Scots doesn't have a Scottish accent. She grew up in, you know, in France, and she's got, you know, a British accent or English accent, whatever the technologically correct term is. However, she goes back to Scotland and like nobody has a Scottish accent. Like, I mean, the country's supposed to be Protestant at that point, but there's so few Scottish accents. They're in Scotland. Somebody there should have a Scottish accent. Wait, who's saying hi? Oh, Kim, saying hi to Kim. Okay, gotcha. So, like I said, I can forgive a few things for, you know, the aesthetic of the show, but I mean, come on. At least try to have some Scottish accents when you're in Scotland. I mean, nowadays it makes sense because, you know, there's so many different people that live there, but this is supposed to be like directly after Henry VIII. You know, I'm just saying. This is pre-Jacobite Rebellion. I think pre the first Jacobite Rebellion, if I'm remembering my history correctly. Just saying, there should be at least a few people there with Scottish accents. But I've stuck it out, and I'm almost to the very end. I mean, we all know what happens to Mary Queen of Scots in the end. But, yeah. My thoughts for the day. The more you know. All right, now we're gonna do 80. Just kind of a gray, very lightly. Just very lightly across that highlighted middle. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna grab, I love the area. I watched Rain for just a show with some history. Yeah, that's what I accepted it as. Like, I knew the clothes weren't gonna be accurate. They definitely threw in a few main characters that aren't actually in history, but I can get past everything else. I just really wish they would have thrown in some more Scottish accents when she was actually in Scotland. Okay, we're gonna use number, ooh, you know what? Let's actually grab this brown too. All right, number 76. I will say it's interesting though, when you watch what are, you know, semi-historical dramas, how each of the characters get painted. Let's see, what are you coloring or eating, watching, Emily? Well, we're coloring World of Flowers. I am drinking a cup of tea, and we are talking about me watching Rain. You know, like if you watch Elizabeth, the movies, I feel like they paint her fairly historically accurate. But like in Rain, it's supposed to be about Mary Queen of Scots, and they definitely paint Elizabeth as more of the villain. But I mean, what are they going to do? Paint Mary Queen of Scots as the villain? But in Elizabeth, Mary Queen of Scots gets painted the villain. So it's interesting. Oh, any of those female monarchs had to be. I mean, living in a world that is so strongly masculine. 3 donuts? Tanya! What are you doing eating 3 donuts? Let's see. We're gonna do a little bit of brown here. Okay, and that was number 76. Now we're gonna grab number 73. Okay. And then number 16. I watched Rain at some point, and then I stopped for whatever reason. I think maybe the series hadn't finished yet, but now they've got all the episodes, so I was just like, we'll give it another shot. Number 76. Okay. Then we're gonna grab number 9. And we're gonna put that here. Okay, and then number 80. Okay, and we're gonna grab number 9 again. I just want to darken this side just a little bit. There we go. And we're just gonna fill this part in there. Okay. Hi, Shannon! Number 16. Okay. It's coming along, our little radio. I was gonna say, my tummy would hurt too. All right, then we're gonna give number 9 a quick sharpen. Okay. For those of you, since we have a full house in here, just a reminder, we have that hot air balloon as a free download. You can just go to emilyillustrator.com/downloads or type in !website. For those of you who are wondering, if you saw my Instagram, it is for this one. So if you would like a free download, I just saw what the numbers were at before, and they're different at the beginning. So in case anybody didn't know, that is available there for free. I'm going on a sweet strike. Friday, the local frozen custard place opens for season. I just happened to drive by it 4 times a day. Oh no! That's so hard when you're that close to it. I think we're gonna make the handle of the radio red. Okay. Tanya, my tummy does not hurt. I'm kind of still hungry. You cracked me up, Tanya. I want 3 donuts. What kind of donuts were they, Tanya? I need you to describe them to me so I can live vicariously through you. Were they chocolate with sprinkles? Were they jelly filled? Were they maple bars? Aw, thanks, Kenny. Also, Shannon, do you have any food combinations that go with donuts? All right, now we are going to use our red. Put it there, and we're gonna add a little bit here. Krispy Kreme glazed. Oh, those are so good. Shannon, are there any gluten-free donuts? If not, someone needs to figure out a way to make gluten-free donuts. Ooh, ice cream and donuts. Yum! You'll not eat ice cream. He only eats frozen custards. Oh, how funny. All right, number 25. And we're going to move on to these little craft boxes next. Ooh, yeah, warm. Hi, Jade. She says, what is your favorite set of color pencils to use in Johanna Basford's books? the Staedtler Ergosoft, which is what we're using now, and that is because I like the smaller selection of colors, and they have a perfect hard-tipped lead for, you know, for blending and all these tiny little spaces. But yes, these ones. All right, number 5. I need a little bit of that green. I could eat a dozen Krispy Kremes and not think about it. Yeah, I'd feel like poo, but yeah, I would have enjoyed. Agreed. There we go. Okay, we're gonna grab that red. Of course. Yeah, I highly recommend them. They are wonderful pencils, especially with the new book coming out. You're gonna want some good solid pencils. These will be perfect for like the little cakes and everything. You know, sometimes you have to think a little bit with the color combinations, but it makes it worth it. All right, now we are going to use number 9 again. There we go. Ooh, nice, Evelyn. Wait, what did I miss on what she said? I could eat a dozen Krispy Kremes and not think about it. Yeah, I'd feel like poo, but yeah, I would have enjoyed. Well, yeah, I would enjoy it too. Well, yeah, I didn't read the first word because YouTube wouldn't like me if I read the first word. All right. A little bit of that green there. There we go. All right, and let's grab gray here, the number 80. I feel like when you have a smaller set of pencils, it just makes you think outside the box on your color combinations. Okay, so there is our radio. A little red. Normally I probably wouldn't do as much gray, but we're gonna balance it out with color. All right. Now time for these boxes. I'm excited about these. A little smoosh there. Okay, we are going to start with... Aw, thanks, Mary. We're gonna use these 2, and I think we're gonna get our yellow. It's okay. I can't remember. Did I turn off those filters? I think you're in luck. Either Nightbot isn't catching it or I actually turned off the filters. I didn't think I did. Now I'm actually curious. Let's see. Night, sweetie.
Hi.
Love you. No, it's still there. I guess there's just certain words. There we go. Hi, Boots. Look what Steve said. Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, it's my default, to be perfectly honest. Like, and part of it is because they work really well in these small spaces, you know? It sharpens to such a nice fine point. It's great. We had one where you could see the donuts being made through the window. Oh, nice, Rindy. Hi, Ashley. Okay, so we're gonna start with 63. Yeah, well, the 36 are slightly more difficult to get their hands on if, like, Amazon US has them. Initially, before Amazon US started carrying them, I would order them from Amazon UK. Totally worth it, in my opinion. I think because I'm so used to having all 36 in my repertoire, I would find it difficult to color with just the 24. Because, like, 3... The 120 Staedtler set? I have not. No, the only Staedtler products that I have used are the Ergosoft and the fine liners and the pigment liners. I'm trying to think if there were any. Oh, and Staedtler Twee markers, I think. But as far as pencils are concerned, only the Staedtler Ergosoft. Okay, sounds good, Kenny. Rest up. 50 for the 35. Oof. Although I will say, at this point, with how much I use them, I probably would pay the 50. Just because I don't think I could, like, live without them at this point. All right, number 35. This is kind of the aqua color. I don't know when I'm able to buy another set of pencils again, but when I can, I'm thinking Ergosoft. Okay, sounds good, Kenny. Yeah, I love them so much. I'm gonna flick that down a little bit. Too bright. Yeah, we'll do it that way. I want something yummy. I've been watching this couple who travel throughout different countries and they always show me what they're eating, and the one in Rome had some delicious looking sweets. Nice! Tried the non-Ergosoft Staedtler set in the US? Yeah, I have not. I've heard that there's that soft set or whatever it is, but I haven't tried it. I've had a Cadbury cream egg over there calling my name. I'm half ignoring it. The other half is eyeballing it. We always laugh. There was this picture of my son when we were, you know, I don't like that. I'm going to bring that up again. There we go. We were out to eat one day and he was younger, so it was even more hilarious. But my mother-in-law was eating with us and he had finished his food and she still had some fries on his plate. And I happened to get this picture where he's like looking at it like a side glance, like a little side eye. And so we always joke that's his "I'm gonna snag your french fries" look. So I'm imagining that's how you're looking at the Cadbury egg, is like outside your eye. Oh, Randy, you'll love it. Ooh, nice, Alex. Okay, we're gonna put some of this here. Well, you know, I'm doing that gluten-free and eliminating eggs kind of thing. So tonight I had some rice with some broccoli and kind of like a vegetarian fried rice, only slightly less fried. Just kind of cooked it up in the skillet a little bit, and Steve cut me up an apple and I had apples and peanut butter with it. Oh, nice, Ashley. So I'm going pretty light here. Usually I'll do like 2 layers for the Ergosoft. Ergosoft, for those of you who haven't used them yet but want to use them, they take a little bit of a practiced hand to get used to the blending. If you have a heavier hand, you might get a little frustrated with the blending. But like I said, I said it before, that Ergosoft sort of trained me for knowing how to use polychromos. Do you like Brussels sprouts? I honestly don't think I've ever had Brussels sprouts. Okay, never mind. I'm looking at this and it is way too bright for you guys. I'm gonna turn that down. This is more accurate. Oh, did you post Brussels sprouts? Is it in the food channel or did you post it like on Instagram? Okay, you're using number 10, a little yellow, very lightly. There we go. All right, now we're gonna use grilled asparagus. Ooh, that sounds good. I like grilled asparagus with Italian dressing. Color like an elephant when I color with Ergosofts. I have to become a butterfly. Yes, definitely a butterfly when you use Ergosofts. Okay, number 63. Yeah, I was looking at this page and I was like, there's no way I can not use Ergosoft with this. Like, this just screams Ergosoft. I mean, it doesn't literally, because that'd be weird if my page suddenly started screaming, but yeah. Love Brussels sprouts. My cousin makes a dish for Thanksgiving with bacon in it. Oh, nice. You ate it solely for lunch? Oh, yes, do. Put it in Discord. Brussels sprouts are the little tiny ones that look like baby cabbage, right? I don't think I've ever had them. I don't think I've ever been at the grocery store and gone, Brussels sprouts. But you know what? At this point, considering the way I'm eating, like, I could always do with some more, like, veggie dishes. There we go. Now we're gonna go back to number 35. Nice thing about this page too is it's got so many different shapes, like we can, you know, see how to color all of these. We're gonna go over that middle just a little bit. There we go. Now, one of the things you can do if you feel like your white was a little bit too bright, I don't generally use the Luminance white, the Caran d'Ache white, only because honestly it's an expensive pencil. So what I like to do, this is the Prismacolor white. It's the only Prismacolor I use regularly. At on Blick, I ordered a box of, hold up, well, it's upside down, but you'll get the point, of, let's see if I can, trying to show you without moving the camera too much. Anyway, there's 12 in here, 12 of the white Prismacolor. So I've got a stock of them. So now what you can do, and actually wait, before I do that, I want to grab this one here, number 61. We're going to put a little of that under the lid for just a little bit of shadow. Oh, awesome, Ashley. Melissa says, hi, Emily. I was thinking getting a coloring book for Amazon UK. How long did it take you, and did you have shipping problems? I didn't have shipping problems. You just use it. I think, if I remember correctly, I signed in with my regular Amazon stuff that I have on Amazon US. But obviously I didn't have a Prime available there. You have to have Primes for specific regions. And it did take a little while to get here. I think anytime you order anything overseas, it's going to take a little bit longer. But I did have to pay shipping. I don't recall what it was. It's been a number of years since I've ordered it from the UK. But it is possible. Just expect to pay shipping unless you have Prime in the UK. All right, so now I'm going to take the Prismacolor white. And this is going to tone down that yellow a little bit and kind of burnish the paper. And burnishing means when you sort of smooth out the tooth. Like, do you see how there's like a little bit of white in between the colors? Using a blender or using a white on top, something that kind of smushes the pigment into the paper, fills in that space and eliminates that white. Just keep in mind that if you use a white pencil to do that, you will be lightening your colors. But for me, that's okay, because that is what I want to do. And because it's such a soft lead pencil, it also kind of blends it at the same time. And it's not impossible to add color on top of it once you do this. It's a little bit harder, but not impossible. And now you get a nice kind of smooth transition. Yeah, I think that's about the same for the UK. I mean, that's usually what it is when I like ship stickers overseas as well. All right, let's do this lid. So we're gonna grab number 63 again. And to kind of help with your blending with Ergosoft, you can start heavier on one side and then go lighter as you work your way in, and that helps with the transition of color. That's good, Kenny. That's when toast with peanut butter comes in over grilled cheese. Yeah, I'll do, I like to do toast with peanut butter and honey on it. 35. Sometimes if my blood sugar is low and I'm feeling lightheaded and I'm really hungry and I just want to eat something like right then and there, a lot of times I did this when the kids were younger and I, had been taking care of them all day and then suddenly realized I hadn't eaten when I should because, new mother, yada, yada. So I pop in some toast and I have peanut butter and honey. You get the sugar burst from the honey, but it's not like too much, helps the blood sugar level. And then you get the protein from, I would have a couple slices of cheddar cheese or, like a cheese stick, and I would eat that and that would generally perk me right up. All right, number 10. Okay, and now we're going to use the white. I'd eat that a lot when Steve would go on his digs because it would just be me and the kids all day, especially when they were younger. You know, I get preoccupied with everything, then suddenly I realize, like, oh, I'm lightheaded. I haven't eaten. Oh, with cinnamon, really? Is it cinnamon sugar, or do you just sprinkle cinnamon on it? All right. And we're going to use a little bit of number 61. And I know we did our white already, but we're going to do it again real quick. Actually, at this point, we could grab one of the blenders. I took off my glasses for a second. You feel like when you're looking at something small, you go kind of cross-eyed, but then I realized I can't read chat without them. I was working in my jammies since 6 p.m. all cuddled up in a blanket. I'm afraid I might fall asleep. Aw, but you're cozy, so that is okay. If you fall asleep, that is just fine. Rest up. Just cinnamon. Interesting. Is the peanut butter pretty thick, or do you spread it on thin? So I'd be curious to try that. All right, let's see. Let's do... okay, we're gonna start with number 76. Toast with butter and cinnamon sugar. Yes, I used to do that all the time when I was younger. I can't handle that strong of sugar before, but I would totally like lather on the butter until I had like this pool of melted butter, and then I would add a ton of cinnamon sugar, and then I would just lick it off, because who wants the toast when you can have buttery cinnamon sugar? Because let's be honest here. That sliced banana if you're feeling dangerous. Oh man, living on the wild side, Ashley. Slicing the banana like a crazy lady. No, I'm kidding. That does sound good though. All right, and then we're gonna use, or even better, toast with butter and powdered chocolate milk mix. I've never heard of that, but that sounds intriguing. Thickness of peanut butter depends on my hunger level, usually about a tablespoon. Oh, interesting. I like it. All right, 49. Okay, and then number 10. I want to get that yellow to kind of shine through there, so I'm pressing just a little bit harder. There we go. Okay, now we're going to take our white. I'm going to give it a quick sharpen. Tonight I am using the Staedtler Ergosoft little dual sharpener here. I switch back and forth between the doll and this, depending on what pencils I'm using. Makes me that when I was ill. Aw. Wait, Ev, like quick? This intrigues me. If you really wanted to, after you get your, if you'd want to do a background, you could always go around this with like a gold gel pen. Okay, so now we're gonna grab our 76. A little bit in that corner. A little bit in this corner. Okay. And then 49. Okay. And we're gonna use number 10. There we go. And just to keep it consistent, we're going to use our white over the top. Just lightens it just a smidge. And then we are going to use number 61 for our label. Kind of fade into that. We'll grab 25. What? Saltine soup. Saltines with milk? Wait. Like, you would crumble out the saltines and then put it in the milk? So, like, salty milk? Get butter, super melty, and then quick gets kind of gooey. Interesting. Saltine milk. I gotta be honest, Ashley, I have never heard of that. Like, please, I need more information. I'm intrigued. We'll probably go over with some gel pen on this writing to make that pop out just a bit more. Okay, now we're gonna grab number 38. We're gonna give it a quick sharpen. Yeah, I'm intrigued. Like, I wonder if it's those. Don't ask Emily. I think it's gross. My grandmother gave it to me when I was sick. And would you eat it? Like, what was the consistency? Was it something where like you'd eat the crackers before they got all gooey or mushy? I mean, I'm imagining kind of like when you eat tomato soup and you crumble up saltines and then you drop it in the soup. You know, then you like eat it before it gets too mushy. You know, a little bit of crunch. So like. Literally saltines crumbled in milk. Yes, but do you quickly eat the saltines before they get mushy? Or is it like the mushier the better? Your grandfather? What? This is a thing? That's like saltine cereal. Like, I'm just... Yet I still eat it when I'm sick. Does it make you feel better? I mean, I get the saltines if you have an upset stomach, but... You gag on the noodles? Allie, like cereal? That's what I'm thinking. It sounds like saltine cereal. Okay, number 30. I need to know. Have you ever put saltines in soup? Same with it. Well, yeah, but in milk? I'm just... Few at a time in the milk to retain the crisp. Okay. Wait, Momo, this is you... Mushy. What? Also just toast with milk poured over it. I feel like I've heard of that one before. But is there science behind it? Like, I have never heard of that. Mona. Okay, so here's the thing. There should have been a line here, and it bothers me that there's not, so we're gonna make our own line. But I need to know more. Where did this come from? My father used to cut up cake and put it in a glass. Okay, well that's different. That's sweet. That's sweet. But it's like the salty with the milk. Serious debate. Is cereal soup? Is soup cereal? Oh, hot dang. Well, what is the definition of soup? I think that's what we need to find out first. Somebody go to dictionary.com and look up the definition of soup. Because the next question is a hot dog a taco? Because that one's up for debate as well. I am intrigued. I have never heard of this. I mean, when I was sick, my mom would, you know, make me chicken noodle soup or something, you know, and orange juice or whatever. I sometimes will give my kids, you know, watered down Gatorade if they're not, you know, if their tummy's not too upset for the electrolytes. But I think it's a Northeastern thing and a World War II rationing thing. That makes sense. Have toast with drinking tea. Hi, Tammy. I get toast with tea. But I think it's just the idea of just straight up salty with milk. Hi, Wendy. That blows my mind a little bit. I need to go do like some research on it and find where this came from. I am incredibly intrigued now. All right, and then we're going to grab, let's see. We're gonna grab number 52 and number 50. 52 is gonna kind of go over this. Wendy, have you ever heard of saltine soup? Where you take saltines and you put it in a bowl of milk. This is new to me. I don't know if you guys could hear that noisy engine outside. Someone's compensating. Talking about adding things to milk. Yes! Oh yeah, me too. 6 weeks of clear liquid diet will put you off soup and jello forever, right? I can imagine that. You've never heard of saltines and milk. Yeah, this is new for me, but I really want to know like the history and like the reason. The World War II thing makes sense. I was telling Steve the other day, and I might have said this in here before, but I feel like there's going to be things from like the pandemic, like habits that we've picked up that are like going to carry on. You know, like there was this woman I saw who lived through the Great Depression, and she learned how to make salad out of, we're using 50 now, out of the weeds in her garden. So I feel like there's going to be things like this that people are going to do like later in life, and they're like, oh yeah, we lived through 2020, you know? Now I want Captain Crunch. Only thing I add milk to is Oreos. But I am a gal for cornbread and milk. Oh, interesting. My great-grandmother could make a whole army of sandwiches with 1 can of tuna, a jar of mayo, and a loaf of bread. Oh man, she must have really rationed out that tuna. I had a friend who used to drink milk and honey. I feel like I've heard of that one. I've never heard of saltines with milk. I love dunking cookies in milk. See, the interesting thing is so I stopped drinking milk when I was trying to figure out my diet changes and everything. And I had, however long ago it was, it might have been a couple weeks ago, I went ahead and cheated and I had a glass of milk with something just because it seemed fitting. And I was just like, you know what? It's been so long since I had it. And honestly, the milk tasted off to me and it wasn't bad milk. The expiration date was good. Everybody else said it tasted just fine. I think that my taste buds have changed a little bit towards milk. It's been literally months since I've had just straight milk, short of that one time, and it just tasted weird to me, which I suppose is a good thing. I needed to give it up. I was eating way too much cereal. Lady with cereal, I like Raisin Bran and Grape Nuts. I like Raisin Bran too. All right, now we're gonna use white. However, if I could eat sugar cereal with 0 consequences, it may sound silly, but I would choose Marshmallow Mateys. Easy. Marshmallow Mateys or Apple Jacks. And I don't know if this is controversial or not, but Marshmallow Mateys, way better than Lucky Charms. Hands down. I like milk and ice cream in a cup. Yes, I like milk on ice cream. Well, when I ate it. But yes, and when Steve and I got married, he thought it was the weirdest thing. I like it because the milk kind of like crystallizes the ice cream. I'm a baby boomer, so World War II makes sense. I ate the milk and saltines all the time as a kid. Really, Momo? Interesting. Oh, we aren't conditioned to eat cow's milk. That is true. I've never heard of Marshmallow Mateys. Think generic Lucky Charms. But yeah, Marshmallow Mateys, right? I'm trying to see. But the Lucky Charms marshmallows are kind of squishy. But like, it's almost like, I feel like it's like stale squishy, if that makes sense. But Marshmallow Mateys are like crunchy. Like think hot chocolate marshmallows. Let's see. Here we go. Well, here, this is just, hold up. Find a good link for it. Oh no, apparently Marshmallow Mateys are out of stock at Walmart. No, yeah, it's by Malto Meal. Here we go. There we go. That's Marshmallow Mateys. As far as how we digest things, that makes sense. Oh, Fruit Loops, nice. Yes, it's all about the crystallized ice cream. Exactly. Man, all I can think about is peanut butter milkshake. Ooh, that sounds good too. There are pages of recipes for salty and milk. How many recipes can there be? Yeah, Malto Meal, what Wendy said. I mean, you take crackers and crumble up in milk. I don't know, maybe there's a ratio thing? Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and use 76. I'm gonna make this brown under here, kind of like the gold continues, you know? A little bit there, a little bit there. Oh. Okay, and number 49. But once every year, I will eat a bowl of Fruit Loops. Yeah, they make the knockoff brands. Malto Meal, sounds good. You know, you'd think, but it's just Marshmallow Mateys, man. It's really the only one of their cereals, but like I would get those bowls of, like in high school, I would get a bowl full of that and then I would eat all the regular cereal, which was of course, you know, some sort of frosted cereal. And then I would leave all of the marshmallows and then just eat spoonfuls of the marshmallows. Or I'd be a little turkey and I'd sneak to the cupboard and I'd eat all the marshmallows out of the cereal before any of my siblings could get it. Cereals are very comparable to name brand. Oh yeah, it's good. I turn my back for a bit and y'all are still talking food. Yep. I mean, have ya met me? Of course we're talking food. I have to talk about all the foods that I can't eat right now. No, I haven't done Marshmallow Mateys in ages. I would be so sick to my stomach now if I ate Marshmallow Mateys. Although, I don't know, maybe I should give it another chance with like almond milk or something. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if I could do that with 0 consequences, that would be like all I eat. Yes, in the huge bags, the ginormous bags. I love milk too, but my stomach doesn't love it anymore. I'm not lactose intolerant, just my gastric bypass doesn't love it. Ah, I gotcha, yeah. I didn't have that done, but it's very clear that dairy and certain kinds of dairy don't get along. I still do butter. I'm not giving up butter. I'm sorry. Not like I eat giant amounts of it, but I mean, no. Butter stays. Butter's good. All right, I'm using 38. Sarah can attest to my obsessions with Captain Crunch. Doesn't Captain Crunch like cut the roof of your mouth when you chew it because it's so like hard? Oh, but the berries are good. Trix is pretty good. I remember Trix being pretty good. I mean, looking back now, like as a mother, you think all the food dye, all the sugar, everything, like it's probably just terrible for you, you know, like all that sugar first thing in the morning. But man, my 14-year-old self was totally in love with it. This coming from the girl who would use her allowance to, and I've probably admitted to this before, buying a tub of cream cheese icing, keeping it in the fridge, and then sneaking spoonfuls of it whenever I can. It was my tub of frosting. I was gonna eat it. And I wonder, honestly, I wonder why I have sugar issues as an adult. Oh, I do love Kix. We have Kix all the time. The kids love it. If I had to pick a cereal, it'd be Reese's Puffs. I should have tried that at some point. I love Reese's. 50. My mom loves kid cereals and I love Nana cereals. It's perfect. Die-hard Lucky Charms fan since my youth and no generic. Man. I am Marshmallow Maggie's team all the way. Not with berries, but Sarah, how many boxes of Captain Crunch did I go through for a few weeks? I love it. All right, 61. But yeah, as an adult, I really like Honey Nut Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios are good. Oh, also, if I remember correctly, the Malto Meal brand of Honey Nut Cheerios is also good. All right, so now we're going to use the white. Maybe forever. I like it. All right, now we're gonna use 76. Okay. And then 49. And number 10. Hi, Katrina. Cheerios are good. They're very good. Remember correctly. What is it? Let's see. Cheerios aren't gluten-free, are they? There's a cereal. Is it Crispix? It's gluten-free? I feel like if I wanted to just like snack on dry cereal, I could probably snack on that. There we go. I like Life cereal. Oh, I love Life cereal. But you have to eat it fast because then it gets all soggy. But yes, Life cereal. Oh. So good. Oh, there was a milk war at the office. I got milk for my Captain Crunch and someone started drinking it. Oh no. Oh man. Yeah, that would probably make me pretty mad too. All right, we are going to use number 6. This is the purple. We are going to put this out. Okay, just like so. Okay, and then we're going to grab, oh, Chex. Yes, Chex, that's what it is. Someone keeps using all my creamer for coffee? Wait, someone as in who? Like at your house? Is it you? You live there. Gluten-free Cheerios, okay. Oh, Shannon's confirming about the gluten-free Cheerios. Oh, good. I can do Cheerios. I need to get some more almond milk and try like gluten-free Cheerios with almond milk. I'm using 62 because I do still, you know, I like the idea of a good bowl of cereal. My problem is to readjust to this like no egg, no gluten thing. I've had to go into trying new foods, not expecting them to taste like the foods I want them to. A fridge, oh, at work, a fridge thief. Okay, I was just like, if it's at your house, it's probably you. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I like it. All right, number 25. Oh, kitty snack time. There we go. All right, and then we're going to, actually, we're going to grab our blender for this one. Steve, favorite cereal if you were to eat it? Pretty sure it's Honey Bunches of Oats, right?
Frosted Mini Wheats.
Oh, right. Yeah, Frosted Mini Wheats. You know, Malto Meal makes a good Frosted Mini Wheats, too. I grew up eating post oat flakes and grape nuts. I don't think I've ever had grape nuts. All right.
My favorite cereal is Frosted.
Oh my God. Go away, Ray Romano. Oh, what have you guys started, chat? No. Go away, Ray Romano. Yeah, my parents didn't do it too often when I was younger. It wasn't until I was older that they switched it up. Because I remember I would go to my aunt's house and she always had sugar cereal. And oh man, that was a good time. Frosted Flakes, yes. Someone keeps stealing my coffee creamer. I buy good stuff. Oh no! Yeah, you like that, Kenny? All right, 25. There we go. Actually, we're just gonna continue this little ink bar right there. And my name is on it too, which makes me even more mad. Oh no! They are not grapes or nuts. They are hard little chunks of stuff. I like it. I like it. Although if it's stuff, I may want to know what the stuff is that I'm eating. All right, we are going to grab number 33. I'll put some sour. Yeah, switch it up. Like, get your creamer, but then, like, add vinegar to it. I'll teach you. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Like, get a decoy creamer in there or something, you know? And add vinegar to it. Something where they can't smell that there's something off about it, you know? And then they'll just be like, "Ugh." Stevie Ray, there you go. I stand and put salt. Yeah, put salt and I was to say, teach them a lesson. Be like, I'm sorry, this is the kind of creamer that I use. These are my eating habits. I like things vinegary and salty. I would say oil, but oil would float to the top. They could see that if they look in there. I worked and put food in the fridge or cabinet. I put a sign on it, eat at your own risk. I spit in this. So that's actually not a bad idea. That's really not a bad idea. I did that and they never used my half and half again. Yes, see, that's exactly what you should do. You know, forego your creamer for a couple days just so you can teach the thieves a lesson. Look, guys, it's a high salt diet. Not my fault if you don't like salt in your creamer, right? That's exactly because they wouldn't be able to smell the salt. All right, number 37. That would be hilarious. Oh my gosh, how funny would it be if you could like set up, like obviously it would, you know, not be ethical, but if you could like set up a camera at your work to like, A, find out who's been stealing your milk, but B, see their reaction when they take it. Does that make me evil? Huh? I don't know. All right. So there are our boxes and our radio. So now we're gonna shift up. We're gonna move our way around here. I don't know what time it is. 9:39. We're doing okay. Hi, kitty. Go on. Pretty small little thingamajig here. Slipping buttermilk instead of creamer. Oh, that could work. Oh, that's right. You're a nurse. You're a nurse. Or are you a nurse? You work at the hospital. That's right. Okay, so 61. Not to mention, with you guys working that, you need your coffee. 61. There we go. Do a tiny little bit. We're just gonna... Actually, we're gonna grab number 10. If I put 25 there, it's not gonna pop very much. Here we go. All right, and then we're gonna grab number 5. You could just use gel pen on here if you want to, if this is too fiddly. But that's one of the nice things about Ergosoft is that I can do these fiddly things. Like, and then can you really say no? Yeah, that's fair, except that they make like 5 times more than me and can afford their own dang coffee creamer. That is true. Still swatching carrots and still love the color choices. Oh, awesome. A medical secretary. Okay. You can set up cameras in common areas as long as you post that you have video. There, that might deter him enough. Oh, you know what you could do? Just like put a fake camera up in the corner of the room and like just have a big sign under it. Say, I'm watching you, creamer thief. Can you imagine? They'd be like, oh my gosh, what is this lady doing? Okay, sounds good. All right. Yeah, so it's like not even a real camera. Just make them think it's a real camera. All right, 73. It'd be like a traffic cam, you know, it only clicks off. It only clicks off once they actually steal the creamer. My brother is watching, right? Okay, even a little bit here. I feel like this takes a while, but I mean, how fast would this supposed to be go? If you're like shading everything? It is, it's serious business. I'm not kidding, Ashley. Set up just a pretend camera. And be like, have a sign, I'm gonna catch you. Just IMMA. And then like CETCH and the letter U. All the misspellings would make it seem like they're like, oh, this lady can't spell, and then they'll be afraid of her. You know, because misspelled words are terrifying. You guys are evil, but funny. That's good. Aw, thanks, Ashley. Is this because I ate the last 3? Tanya, they were the last 3 donuts? Oh, wait. Ashley can write breast milk on it. There you go. Oh, and then Tanya, is this because I ate the last 3 donuts? Tanya, they were the last donuts? Okay, Tanya, before you ate the last 3 donuts, did you at least offer them to anybody else? All right, number 38. I like the breast milk idea. That's hilarious. Like, it's a thing. It's a thing. I have a, just, you know, everybody has their thing. I like breast milk in my coffee. Unless, of course, the coffee or the creamer thief has a secret weird taste buds. Kitty, go on. You already had a snack. Maybe. You snooze, you lose. Wow. Wow, Tanya. I mean, Tanya. Cover the bottle in visible ink, then get UV torch, and whoever steals it will have the ink all over their hands. Right? Ashley's just walking around with a torch like, I'm gonna find you. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Cow's milk is breast milk. What's the difference? I know, right? It came out of someone's breast, just not, you know, human breasts. Actually, can you imagine how weird it would be if we called them cow breasts instead of udders? It'd be kind of weird. Definitely anthropomorphize them a little bit. But she got them after Mom and me ate ours. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, but then... Oh wait, torch as in flashlight. I forget that a torch isn't necessarily... When you say torch, literally the image that I had in my mind was like a blowtorch. And I'm like, had this image of Ashley like sneaking around the office, like carrying this blowtorch, like hunting down the creamer theme. I forgot another word for torch is flashlight. So UV light, UV flashlight. That makes so much more sense than a blowtorch. Ashley, please don't bring any I just snort laugh. Don't bring a blowtorch to work, Ashley. Or if ours were called udders. Puts my criminology minor to good use. There you go. Cow breasts, right? Oh my gosh. Starts to make you wonder about almond milk, I'm just saying. Cashew milk. Oat milk. You've got oat breasts, cashew breasts, and almond breasts. I'm gonna stop now. I should probably stop using the word breast so much. I apologize. I apologize for my usage of the word breasts. But you know, it's International Women's Day. We own the word. 1 second, I'm gonna put the cat out. No, oh my gosh, Ashley. Oh my word. All right, come on, Keith. Or what did we call them in Mary and Tanya's stream? Bobbles? Bobble milk? Yeah, there you go. Just put a sign on the creamer. I drink straight from the container. Oh, and then like wear lipstick one day. Wear lipstick and just press your bottom lip, like have it be one of those triangles, or you know, those press your bottom lip to the container so it looks like someone with lipstick drank out of the container. Yes, baubles, ornaments. There you go. There you go, Ashley. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. Oh my word. That's hilarious. Pine green! Right, Tammy? Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Hi, Jay! You came in just in time! Yo, remember 72 years old. Hubby said if he wanted to lie on the floor. Oh my gosh, Momo! Take your chances, creamer or COVID, you decide. Oh my word, that's amazing. Milking the cows or goes, we would say grab the udder instead. Oh, that's so funny. Hi, Michaela. Momo, oh my gosh. Oh my word. You guys. Or gals, you ladies. We're talking about breasts, you ladies. Steve, what is happening? There you go, guys. There's Steve. Well, Steve, it's International Women's Day, and we are talking about the various types of breasts and milk. Oh dear, was it actually water, Evelyn? Every time I turn back and look back, I see something wild. Y'all are nuts. Yes, we are. Yeah, I hope, hide, Steve. Body parts. Chicken breast. Chicken baubles. That's what they are. Chicken baubles. It's bobbled milk. Chicken baubles. We're all good. We're all good. International Bubble Day. Oh, some people are never gonna come back. Steve, go back! Jan! Pine green! Mona udders. Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Bumblebee. Oh, my goodness. Oh, thank God. Regular water is much better. Okay, we're gonna use 50 now. Hey, look, we're coloring. What do you know? I'm not doing this on all of them. We're gonna be using a slightly different color on some of them. Oh my gosh. My cheeks are hurting from smiling right now. Oh my Lord. You ladies crack me up. I'm laughing so much. Not tired anymore. I was gonna read a book while I was here. Too late for that. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Hilarious. I think that just went out the window, right? There's no going back to normal now. I mean, what's normal? I mean, really. It's entertainment. That's what that is. Okay, so that was with 50. Now we are going to use... No, that's fair, because you also call them over the shoulder, or not them, but the helpers. You call them over the shoulder boulder holders. So, how about that Johanna picture? Oh, yes, it's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, can you imagine if she was here? So I want to buy a new coloring book. Any suggestions? Do you have the entire Johanna collection? If not, buy one that you're missing. All right, 56. Or you can pre-order her new book she's got coming out, which is also highly recommended. Speed bombs! Primary care, I worked in women's health, and the things I heard! Oh my gosh, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Oh yeah, the other one here too. Flowerscape. This is a brand new one. If you like flowers. Ta-da! This is by Maggie and Terrios. You can type in exclamation point Flowerscape for that one. Speed bumps, Tanya. And Ashley's choking. Oh, I love you ladies. You guys are, and gentlemen. There's not just ladies in here. We got Steve and whoever else might be lurking. This is not gender specific. It's just, you know, gender heavy, which is okay. There we go. All right. There's that. And we need to put a bow. What do you want to do for a bow? Let's do... Thanks, Michaela. Damn it. Ah, thanks, Shannon. I recommend gnomes in the neighborhood. It makes me giggly every time I open it. Oh, that's cute. All right, so 61. Some people will never return after today, but you know what? That's okay. This is our humor, and it is bound to bubble out or bubble over every now and then, or rather, bobble out or bobble over. Actually, no bobbles out. Bobbles in. No out bobbles on this stream. Not that kind of stream. Oh Lord. Okay, number 20. We've devolved. We've devolved here. There we go. And a little bit of number 10. No, that's fair, Tammy. However, in her new book, Worlds of Wonder, oh, in that case, you're not going to like Flowerscape. There are things other than flowers in there. But if you want something that's not as flower, how do you feel about coloring people? Oh, I'm glad, Evelyn. Thanks, Jay. All right, let's zoom out for a second. This is how we are doing on this section. So now we're gonna do the little calendar and then the pencils, and then we'll do the little background. Exactly. All right, well, first, this looks like a sunflower to me, so that is how we are going to color that. So we are gonna start with number 49 here. A little bit of that at the base. Yeah, it's not for everyone, for sure. For me, when I started this whole kind of coloring journal, Johanna's books are what I started in. And I love the intricate and delicate nature of her drawings, but I also love the simplisticness of her drawings. But yes. What is that, a calendar? That's what I'm guessing, or like a to-do list or something. Or like a planner, maybe something to take notes to put the like shopping list on or something. That doesn't have nearly enough brown. Let's see. Using that brown again just there. All right, and then we're gonna grab number 76. There we go. And number 16. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to grab number 30. Nice light blue on this one. Yes, there are plenty of leaves in her books for sure. I mean, I find that, you know, I do color other people's stuff on occasion. You know, I try to balance it a little bit, but I definitely, I would say for every one book that I color of somebody else, I color 2 of the Johannas, you know? For this Friday, loved her fairy fantasy books, so ordering both on Friday. Nice! All right, so 25. Well, Tammy, if you want something new to color in the meantime, I guess it's more Johanna's style. But I did that hot air balloon is available for free for download that I posted on my Instagram. That's just at emilyillustrator.com if you are interested, but it is very similar to Johanna's style. So if Johanna's style is not your thing, you might not enjoy it as much. All right, a little bit of blue again. Thanks, Angela. Yeah, I love it. I love it. And I feel like it's kind of become, you know, my shtick, my thing. Everybody knows I color Johanna, you know? That's good, Kenny. All right, now we're going to grab number 52, and I just lightly want to make this part kind of green. Just a tiny bit. Very lightly. Okay. I'm gonna zoom out just a bit here. Get a better idea kind of what I'm doing here. Well, this is from World of Flowers, so if you wanted to follow along, now's the time. All right, number 10. Even if you don't have Ergosoft, it's just fine. Use whatever you want. Aw, thanks. All right, now we're going to see. Do you guys like it better when it's super close, or do you like it better when you can kind of see how it's coming together? I mean, I know I have the little cam, but that's just to kind of give you, you know, an overall kind of look, you know? Sounds good, Tammy. All right, so 76. Sometimes when I'm close, I almost feel like it's too close and you can't get a full idea of what it looks like. You're proud somebody managed to acquire 2 Secret Garden, 2 Enchanted Forest, 2 World of Flowers, 3 Magical Jungle, 2 Lost Ocean, 2 Ivy, and 2 Inky Wonderlands. I love it, Ashley. Super close, please? I like it closer, but either is cool. I feel like my bookshelf should have a label that says Johanna. Mine too. Mine too, because I can actually get... That is pretty close. I could even lower the tripod and get closer, but I think that's about as close as I get. There we go. And then just lighten it a smidge. There we go. Perfect. Like it close? Okay, good. I always wonder. Like, my instinct is close, but, you know, I never know. After watching your videos, I take more selection of colors and apply techniques seriously. Learn a lot of patience now. Oh, I'm so glad, Jay. Hi, Angie. Did I get my days wrong, or is this a surprise stream? What's today? Isn't today Monday? Is today not Monday? No, today's Monday. Yeah, it's Mondays and Fridays. I was just like, oh no, what's today? Did I overlap someone? Who knows? It could have been like, yeah. It would not surprise me if one of these days I streamed on the wrong day. I was just like, oh no, is it actually Monday? Ah! All right, 16. Okay, thank you, Tanya. Yeah, because seriously, that would be a total me move. Oh, it's Tuesday for Angie, though. Okay. That's fair. I have to look at my phone for a second, though. Okay. It's totally something I would do, too. We're not, like, realizing what day it is and then, like, completely stream on the wrong day. Today is Monday. Okay, you know, the days just run together. Okay, we're gonna use number 63. And we're just gonna put a little bit of darker blue there. Okay. And let's see, let's do a tiny bit of yellow here. Just like so. Tiny bit there. And we're gonna grab our blender. Just a little bit on this outside here. Go. Not too shabby. All right, let's move down here and do this little cup, shall we? Hi, Vicky. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's do... We're gonna grab number 5. Well, honestly, with the way days run together, like I said, it would not surprise me. I'd be like, what day is this? What year is this? Where am I? Am I even on YouTube? One of these days, I'm just gonna mistakenly end up on Twitch and not even realize it. It'll be Tuesday here in an hour. Yeah, it's 10 now. Tuesday in 2 hours for me. Okay, and then I'm going to use number 57. Okay, and then number... Hi, Pamela! Do you really, though, Ashley? No, I'm kidding. 56. Okay. Then we're gonna grab number... Okay, sounds good, Mary. Get some rest. Rests. Rest. Not multiple rests. One rest. You get one rest, Mary. No more. Get some rest, hon. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's see. 52. And then we're gonna grab number 56. That's what happens when I trip over words, Mary. Okay, and then number 10. So we end up with just slightly lighter stripes. And then we're gonna grab number, that kind of dark, ooh, actually no, we're gonna grab number 23. Use a little bit of this red over here. Oh. And I want to use this yellow. I'm gonna grab this white because this ended up slightly more red than I wanted. That's just the Prisma white. Yeah, there we go, that's better. Sitting here editing, I need a break from that. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, and then we're going to grab, let's see, we have some pens and pencils in the cup, so we're gonna grab number 33. Okay, and we're gonna do one here in this blue. Okay, and we're gonna grab number 30. Been without internet for 24 hours and had the cable guy here for the last 4 hours. Well, I'm glad he got it. I'm assuming since you're here, he got it fixed. Okay, number 30. And then we're going to do the red. Oh, I know how that feels. When we had snowpocalypse, man, I was so out of touch. And like, if I didn't have Wi-Fi, like I couldn't hardly send messages. At one point, I had to ask Shannon to like tell everybody that stream was canceled. I was just like, I got nothing. No connection with the world. Oh, okay, rest up, Sherry. I hope you feel better soon. Okay, and then number 11. Okay. And then we're gonna do number 23. Okay. And then number 20. Okay, and then number 6. Followed by number 25. A teeny tiny baby pencil. Okay, then we're gonna grab number 49. Oh, I forgot to do that little clip part of the pen. Hang on, I'll fix that. number 10. Put in smart TVs after all these years of being behind in the times, so we couldn't even watch TV. Oh no! I do not have a smart TV. I have an old TV. Okay, and then we're gonna use number 10 here. A little bit there. Okay, and then we're gonna grab, let's see, let's do number, thanks Angela. Number 35. Okay, just gonna leave that kind of like that. And then we're gonna grab number 10. A little bit on the tip there. Okay, we're gonna zoom out just a bit here. Now, I'm gonna add gel pen like in the middle of this, but we're gonna do the background next. Had a Rambo box in the late 80s. Nice, nubbin pencils. Oh yeah, totally. Like my old plasmas. Yeah, it's not even, it's just a flat screen. Gosh, Steve and I got it when we first started dating. Okay, background. What do I see for the background? I feel like I have an idea that I want to try. This could be a disaster. Might not be. Who knows? But we're going to give it a shot. All right. So we are going to start with number 61. Okay. I'm going to zoom out just to, I want to make sure you guys can, yeah, okay, I guess you can see that. And we'll darken this just a tad. Yeah, because I want you guys to be able to see this. Okay, so we're using 61 for now. Lisa Frank pencil cup colors, yes. Most definitely. Okay. This may or may not pan out. We shall see. If it's a total disaster, we'll salvage it, but I have an idea in my head. But we're gonna roll with it. Thanks, Allie. My hype lady. All right, and then on this side, we're gonna grab number 3. Okay. Evelyn, thank you. Can we get some hypes in chat for Evelyn? You can type in exclamation point hype or use those handy dandy emotes. And a super Steve. Thank you so much, Evelyn. You're so sweet. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to turn this a little bit here. Okay, I'm trying to go really like light because I don't want any harsh lines on this. Will be a feat of blending if we get this done correctly. Ladies, I have to go to sleep. It's 4 a.m. here. My eyes are winning the battle, so chat soon. It's looking lovely, Emily. Oh, Tammy, yes, get some rest, hon. Thank you so much for being here. Question is if this succeeds, will I need to do this same style for all the other backgrounds, or will we just kind of mix everything up a little bit? I'm leaning towards mixing it all up, but we'll see. Okay. So if this is going to go here, hang on, I need to figure this out here. Let's see. I am going to go to the middle now. Here is the idea that I have. If I dream about chicken's milk or... Oh, sounds good. Are you headed to bed, Ashley? Thank you. Oh, she said up there. Okay, I have to go to sleep too. Thank you for hanging out. If I dream about chicken's milk or Christmas ornaments, I blame all of you. I will take that. All right, so we're going to grab 25. And we are going to take it in a diagonal here, actually. You might not be able to see it, but what I'm basically doing is just kind of mapping out where I want these colors to go. Also, side note... Who watched the season finale of WandaVision? I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's real light here. I can get this to blend nicely. It'll be good. Okay, now we're going to... Thing it is like I've swatched these before, and this is slightly misleading. When you look at these two, you would think that this one is the darker blue. It is not. This one is in fact slightly lighter than this blue. So the one we're using, the slightly lighter one is number 37. The slightly darker one is number 30. Okay, I'm gonna turn this at an angle here. We're gonna zoom out just a bit so you can see the whole thing. There we go. And just on the side, very lightly, barely pressing it all. I want to get this blue in here. Okay. Kind of overlapping that pink that I put in there already. Sounds good, Evelyn. Evelyn, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate it so much. Michelle, I don't know if you're still here, but again, thank you for your super chat. I appreciate it. You all are so sweet. Okay, I'm going to continue this blue through here. There we go. Okay, and we're going to grab that number 25. We're also going to fill this in. I know it looks super light right now, but it will get darkened up. We just got to build it up. If we go too heavy or go too fast, then we may not get that nice even blend all the way across. Okay, now we're going to grab number 61 again. Okay, we're going to turn this back this way a little bit. Okay, start adding some more here. A little bit more this way. Okay. And on the bottom. This may end up in the end with about 3 layers, I think. Depends on how dark we can get it. I'm gonna turn it a little bit. Okay. Now we are going to grab that blue that we started with. And again, we're just going super light. There is nothing wrong with taking your time to build up your layers. Ooh, I meant to color that piece of tape. I'll have to go back and do that. Sometimes it's just about the patience and time that it takes to build it up. Unless for some reason you are on a deadline to get a picture finished. Oh, thanks, Angie. It's always nice to kind of take your time sometimes. If I keep turning it, I'm so sorry. Holding it away at a further length too helps you have a lighter hand. I mean, I'm coloring on the side, so I'm not getting any harsh marks, and I am literally just like feather touch across the paper. When I'm having such a large blend, I don't want to press too hard too soon. Now I know I want the edges to be darker, so I'm definitely pressing harder. Not harder, like harder is relative, you know? Like, but you can see that it's slowly getting darker across the edge. Laney says, hi, I've woke up at 4:12 here in the UK. I'll watch the remainder of live chat. Love the color choice, Emily. Oh, thanks, Laney. And hello. We are just slowly building up our background here. All right, we're going to go ahead and grab our number 61 again. We'll go back in with our lighter colors here shortly. But like I said, I'm holding it further back. Get a pencil extender if your pencil is too short. You can start pressing just a tiny bit harder when you decide you want to get a little bit darker, but just keep in mind of your blend as you fade it out towards your other color. Now, if we were blending this into something like an orange, you wouldn't have to be quite as delicate, just because orange is the natural progression in the rainbow for coming next to like a warm red color. But when you do something that is so different, you have to take your time. You make coloring look easy, but I cannot color as beautifully as you. I think I pressed too hard with the pencil. Oh, Randy, thank you. But you know, it takes practice. And that's exactly it too, is if you press really hard, you're not gonna get the nice even blends if you're trying to do something that's smooth like this. And like I said, I know it looks really light on your all's end, but eventually when it builds up enough, you'll be able to see the distinct progression between the pink and the blue. It's just about taking your time and have a really light hand. So first of all, I'm holding it. I've always said Shannon is a great example of how to hold a pencil, because even when you hold it up like this, a nice relaxed hand, the Ergosoft are great for it too because they're a triangle barrel. So a nice relaxed hand, finger on top, finger on the side, finger on the side. And it's the same way when you hold a round pencil. Let me see if I've got one on hand here. Okay, so here is a Black Widow. So, you know, just hold it gently. So start off that way. And if you want to lessen it, especially if you're coloring a wider area, scoot your hand back. Scoot your hand to the back. And what you're doing is when you're putting your pressure on it, it allows you to use the side of the lead so that you're not pressing too hard, versus when you choke up on it, which I still do when you're doing small spaces, but it's also about your grip. If you have got the, you know, a death grip, like you can see here, you know, where it's white on my finger and red here, and that's because I'm holding it super hard. Sometimes it's that way, but it's about control. So, you know, when Shannon colors, a lot of times she has like the nice, you know, 3 fingers either way, and it sits about midway. So you know, you could think you've got like an inch left to pencil. You know, when you're using a nub, it gets harder. So like when I'm using a nub, sometimes if I'm wanting something light, instead of holding it with 3, I will hold it with 2, and I'll still go lightly this way. It's about kind of gripping your pencil and not forcing it to the paper. So if you need to, rather than a color page, just grab an extra sheet, that was 2 E's, not an I, an extra sheet of paper, and just practice on moving it from side to side. Then after you've mastered a nice light touch for side to side when you're holding it so far back, choke up on your pencil a little bit, do it a little bit more of an angle. And a lot of times if you want a nice soft look and you've got a freshly sharpened pencil, that's going to get a little bit harder because you have such a sharp point. So if you wanted a little bit of a softer point where it's a little bit flatter, take your pencil and just scribble it on some paper so you get a nice flat side to it. Like I said, if it's got a super sharp point, you may or may not be likely. Right? Yes, I'm telling you, Shannon should be a hand model. If you haven't checked out Shannon before, she's a mod here in chat, Shannon Chop and Hayes. She has her own channel. You should check her out. But, you know, just take your time with it. Because I think a lot of times, too, you might press harder if you're feeling rushed on it. If you're not feeling rushed on it, then there's really no reason why you couldn't be able to like just take your time and slowly build up your layers. Like I'm looking at the clock and it's 10:19 and I could probably, there she is. I could probably pick up the pace if I was just like, man, I really want to try to get to something else before we end. But when you rush, then sometimes that's where you slip up or make mistakes. Now I'm on the side and I can't get it much darker from the way I'm pressing, so I'm choking up about halfway there, or you could get even closer. I've got a flat side, so now I'm going to be very carefully. I'm pressing just a minuscule amount. I really wish there was a way I could like measure my pressure so that you could, you know, be like, oh, well, let's give, you know, 2% pressure or something like that, you know, but just take your time. Relax, have it be like an exercise in relaxation. Grab yourself a plain sheet of paper, whether it's lined, whether it's computer paper, whatever, it doesn't have to be anything fancy, and just practice doing like little swatches of really light color. What did Momo say? Oh, yes, I have been doing it for a while. But again, you know, it comes with practice. It really does. All right, so now we're going to go in with number 3. See, so for me, this is a shorter pencil, but what I have is I have the tip resting in the palm of my hand. And yes, exactly. Enjoy the process. I have my fingers about, you know, halfway through. And I'm just making sure that the pencil is on the side. I'm not, you know, gripping it. For sure, Randy. I'm not gripping it. I'm not pressing super hard. You can see by how much pigment is going down whether or not you need to press harder, press lighter. But it's a lot easier to add more than it is to take away. So, you know, relax, enjoy the process, and start out light and then slowly build up. A little bit darker on these edges. I mean, the fact of the matter is these pages can be a little daunting when they're this big, but you know, like I said earlier, just focus on one area. Don't think, oh man, I have this whole page to finish, even if it's not blocked off like this. You know, pick one flower. Don't think about all the other flowers on the page or all the other bunnies on the page. You know, if there's a page with bunnies, just focus on one thing. Don't think about how long it'll take you to finish the page. Don't think about, you know, the different colors you're going to choose for everything else. Just start with one. And when you get that one, then maybe you can base all of your colors off of that one that you chose. Because a lot of times I don't plan out my palette. I will probably base the rest of my image off the colors that I've chosen for this one. All right, now we're going to go ahead and use 37. Turn it like so. I think it's one of the reasons why a lot of times I get this pastel look with the Ergosofts, because, you know, when you have a light hand with it, it's so much easier to get those kind of soft looks. So I'm going to be blending this down into the pink. Once pencil in a flower and practice the pressure just using that one pencil and color the entire flower with that one pencil. Exactly, exactly. If you want a good practice page, if you go to the download section of my website, there is a worksheet there that we used in our color theory class. And it is literally just a blank sheet of very simple little, you know, petaled flowers. Like not anything, you know, realistic or anything. It's literally just like, yeah, it's pretty simple. And so if you just want to practice, there's flowers there that you can just go over and over on. Yes, exactly. Changing your pressure for different values. Oh, for sure, Randy, for sure. I get that. I'm still always learning. Like, Sammy just inspires the crud out of me, which is a weird way to say that. But, like, I go to her stream and I'm just like, oh, man, I want to try that, you know? Like, occasionally I will see something that somebody has done. And honestly, it's the best way to learn. You know, as long as you're not copying what they're doing and you are catering it to your style. You know, take something that someone has done and be like, that's something, you know, I want to learn. Be like, oh, I love the way, you know, that shading is, or the shadow is, or a color palette or something. And if it's something that, you know, inspires you, or you feel like you can learn and you know, change it to where it's your own style versus, you know, straight up copy. If you straight up copy, you want to make sure that, you know, you acknowledge the person that you got your idea from. But, you know, look at what everybody else has done for the picture. You know, sometimes that can be detrimental because it's hard to get that idea out of your mind. But if you are stuck and you are in a rut, sometimes it helps to look at what other people have done. Yes, in a good way, in a good way. And that's really all it is. I mean, they say, you know, practice makes perfect, and it's true. You know, if you are drawing every day or crafting every day or coloring every day, like that's what it takes is the practice, for sure. I feel much more confident in what I'm doing if I have been, you know, doing it every day. Like recently I've been coloring quite a bit, getting, you know, various pages out. And so I feel a lot more comfortable versus if, you know, I haven't picked up a pencil in, you know, 2 weeks. I'm like, what am I even doing? Which is why a lot of times I will default to Johanna's, because it's the one I'm most comfortable and most familiar with. Now, this blend is pretty delicate, and so I probably wouldn't take my blender over it because sometimes the blender can pick up like rogue strokes if maybe I press slightly too hard. So if I were to blend this, I would probably use a white, but honestly, I will probably leave this. The only reason that I would want to use a white over this to blend or something is if I wanted to burnish out the little white bits. Okay, let's see. I want to bring a little bit more of that pink. No, that's fair, Rindy. And you know, I do struggle with it sometimes, and I think that just comes with practice also. There's a lot of things just in my day-to-day life and work that maybe, you know, I struggle with or whatever, but when it comes to color, the way, like, it's one of the few things I can just like visualize in my head, and I know like the next couple steps ahead. And it also helps when you're familiar with the set of, oh sorry, that was slightly out of frame. When you're familiar with the set of pencils that you are working with. Now I have one other idea that I want to try, and I'm going to go really light because I don't want to mess up what I've already done here. But first of all, I want to add a little bit of blue to this corner. Yes, progress, not perfection. Exactly. Yes, practice makes progress. Yes, I like that better. I like that better. Sorry, the practice makes perfect is such an old phrase. It just becomes ingrained. Use a little bit of that blue there. I apologize. Okay. So I want to take this number 10 yellow. This is literally like the lightest yellow in the pack. And I just want to carefully add a little bit of that in the middle here. Very lightly. I don't want to overwhelm this at all. Give it a nice kind of warm center. And honestly, you guys probably won't be able to see this at all. This is something that I can see, but it may just be too light for the camera to pick it up. I don't want to press any harder than this because then it'll kind of start to muddy the colors. But like I said, if you wanted to, you could take a white. I'm still tempted to actually take the white just to make this background like super light. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the white. Practice also makes consistency, but that's not a P word. It's an old phrase. Practice makes progress is much better and more accurate. Yes, I agree. I agree very much. Okay. So let's make sure this is in focus. I decided I actually do want to use the white Prismacolor because I do not like that tooth showing through. And plus this will help to smooth out the blend. There we go. So it's not super bright, not super strong. It's kind of a nice subtle background, but yet obvious at the same time. I'm gonna turn this a little bit. Just make sure that if you're using a white on it, make sure you get all the background so that it's not, you don't have awkward discolored, because the white does change the color of it a little bit. Sometimes it gets a little bit more difficult when you're trying to fit this white in these little crevices. Actually making that blue stand out a little bit more now, which I kind of like. I'm gonna give it a quick sharpen so I can go in between. And I'm gonna zoom out because I'm out of frame. Oop, that's messing with the focus. I meant to do that, my bad. Blue's pretty light right there. Ooh, awesome, Angela. Congrats. Always a good feeling. Finally finishing up those swatches. Now I am pressing harder for this white for sure. I'm not using the delicate touch that I used a minute ago. But see, we still got a nice, real smooth blend. Oh, awesome, Angela. How do you like using Staedtler Ergosoft pencils? I've been thinking of purchasing them. Amy, I love them. I cannot recommend them enough. I absolutely love, love, love them. There we go. I probably, if I'm doing a Johanna page, I probably default to Ergosofts pretty often. And with the Ergosofts, I've sort of developed my signature color palette. And somebody messaged me the other day saying they knew it was mine before they even saw the name just because of, oh, have a good night, Mona. Because of the color palette. Which I thought was kind of funny. Okay. Now, if you wanted to at this point, you could add like a little bit of darkness in the corners. I'm gonna grab number 5 here. There we go. And number 50. A little bit green. I imagine that's like washi tape or something. And now time for the gel pen. Okay, so we need a gold sparkle pop. Thank you, Angie. I love me some soft colors. Let's see. Now we'll make that bright again. Okay, so we're gonna use the gold. And then, let's see. I also wanted to do, we're gonna grab the blue Sleechy metallic. Was Angie hanging out? Or no, that's Mona. She's saying goodbye. I got you. Okay. Just gonna go off the little scribble there. Okay. We'll scribble on the box. Let's see, what else do I want to do? Oh, we're gonna use a little bit of gold for this, where that is. Did I want to add gold on the outside of that box? I think not. If you really wanted to get fancy with these, you could add like a drop shadow behind the calendar, but then that kind of, would you add a drop shadow behind everything else, you know? I like that gradient. I think that turned out well. Yeah, gradients like that, the key is light layers and go slowly for sure. Gosh, that's still too bright. This is more accurate. As much as I like it nice and bright, this is more accurate. It's darker. That's why sometimes like it might look a little bit different when I do the picture versus on stream. But yay, we did that in 2 hours. It'll only take us, you know, another month or 5 to complete the rest of it. Here, let's pull this up for a second. Hi, Lainey. She says, I've had a small set for years, only just started using them in Johanna's books and watching Emily. I love them, so must buy a larger set. Yes, I love the 36 count Ergosofts. For sure. All right, let's get that back in focus, shall we? Yoink. There we go. Yeah, I think that's a fun start. And then maybe we could, I'm not sure what we'll work on next. I really like this area over here with the ribbons and the scissors and stuff. But, hi, Anne. Yes, we are still, well, sort of still live. We're getting ready to head out. We did this in 2 hours. But it was a good start. It was a good start. We'll have fun with this page, and we'll probably keep working on it until our happy mail arrives. No words. Not saying nothing. Aw, thanks, Loretta. Yeah. I is pleased with that. Okay, everyone. I'm gonna head out. Thank you so much for being here. Evelyn, thank you again for your super chat. I know you're gone. Michelle, if you're still here, thank you again for your super chat. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you to my mods, Kenny and Shannon, for hanging out, and Steve for hanging out. And yeah. All right, everyone. See you Friday, where we'll pick back up with this and we'll do a few more sections. I think it'll be fun. I think this could turn out looking really pretty when we're all done. I don't know what we'll do on the border around it. But. All right, in the meantime, stay healthy, stay safe, and I will see you guys all in a few days. All right? Bye. Work button. Why is it working? Oh, it's because I was hitting the wrong button. Let's try that again. All right? Stay healthy. Stay safe. See you later.